Welcome, dear all, to the first lecture, that is Introduction to Programming Languages. We will see what is meant by a programming language. Like if you want to communicate with some person, you have to use one or another language so that you can communicate with the person. Similarly, if you want to communicate with computers, you must use the languages which will be understood by the computer, and those languages are known as programming languages. In simple way, you can say a programming language is a set of instructions that the programmers will write to tell the computer to perform a particular task. And these instructions may be written in a specific language like C, C++, Java, Python. There are many computer languages. We have to use one or another programming language for writing the instructions. Basically, or you can say broadly, these languages are categorized into three types, that is low level programming language, high level programming language, and middle level programming language. The low level programming languages are very close to the hardware, and we have to write instructions using the binary code, that is zeros and ones. So these are very difficult to understand, but we can efficiently handle the hardware using these low level languages. The example of low level languages are assembly level language and machine level language. The second type of language is the middle level language. Okay, before knowing what is meant by a middle level language, you must know what is a high level language. These languages are very easier to read and write because we will use a simple English like words to write the instructions. So we can easily write coding to perform a particular task, and the examples of high level languages are C++, Java, Python. Now we will see what is a middle level language. It is you can say it is in between low level and high level language. It has the features of both. Means you can write a code to handle or control a hardware level programming also, and you can use it for writing a logical code like a high level language in a easy manner. So due to this, it is known as a middle level language. Now we will see what is the basic difference between a high level and a low level language. So as we have seen, high level languages are more easier to understand and light, whereas low level languages are somewhat difficult. It takes more time to write the code in a low level language, whereas you can write faster codes in high level languages. Low level languages will use low memory space, whereas high level languages will use more memory space. Then readability, that is, you can understand the high level language code very easily as it is written in English like or natural language, um, using the natural language wording, whereas low level language is very difficult or it is using a complex coding or syntax, so it is difficult to understand and read or write the coding in a low level language. uh, Portability means you cannot move the code of low level language from one machine to another as it is hardware specific, and you can use or you have to write different code for different hardware, so it is not portable. Whereas high level languages, the code of high level language is portable. You can write it on one machine and it can be executed on different hardwares without any change. High level languages are often used for software development, web development, database management, and many more. application areas, whereas the low level languages are typically used for writing the embedded system coding or hardware interaction coding like device driver coding or creating some hardware specific programming. The examples of high level languages are Python, C, C++, C sharp, and the examples for low level languages are machine level and assembly level. Okay, so today we will stop here.